Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra September 17, 2022. If you let that go and work on what matters most, you'll be in good shape. Try not to allow personal blocks to interfere with your enjoyment of companionship. It's a good time of the lunar month for giving close relationships special attention. Mercury will turn retrograde early tomorrow, which is a signal from the cosmos to be a little more mindful when expressing yourself, signing important documents, or coming to binding agreements. The shift now tends to magnify problems, but as the cycle settles in, you're in a good position to look to past projects or relationships for inspiration. Making edits and refinements can be valuable. Aim to take your time coming to conclusions. This period can be a chance to catch up in other areas of life and rethink matters. Something on your mind? When taking today's astro weather into consideration, you could be feeling a strong and magnetic pull towards a significant other, but you're also feeling inhibited in the process. For instance, with today's flamboyant Taurus moon hovering over your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, you're not only more emotionally expressive than usual but also experiencing joy in a particular connection. Having said that, Luna's opposition to Uranus in your sign is where things get tricky, as you are likely being hard on yourself or perhaps even a bit self-critical. Take a moment to reflect. Yesterday's moon blazed in Taurus, which gave you the confidence to take the lead in your working relationships and professional commitments. The fiery energy calms down as the moon leaves Taurus for Gemini today. Although the moon in Gemini is calm, cool, and collected, which helps you focus your attention on your financial conquests. You should use the detail-focused lunar energy to go over the terms and agreements in your financial partnerships. It could be time to review a loan, an investment, or even a potential financial move with your current assets. All things financial go well today. Any purchases or sales you've been contemplating should be carried out today because circumstances won't be as favorable for a long time to come. In addition, you're likely to receive some good news concerning a pet project of yours. It looks as though you've attracted the interest of some investors. The question that remains, however, is whether you're prepared to give up some of your equity. Personal relationships don't always run according to plan. Turbulent situations crop up again and again, requiring all your energy. Smaller arguments and conflicts seem to be pre-programmed. Keep calm and deal with this turmoil in a relaxed fashion. If you jump now, you can try to shape it, otherwise, you'll just have to deal with whatever happens when the time comes. It's time for a big change. If you feel your romantic life needs reevaluating, make an assessment of your personal life and understand what is positive, unique, and desirable about you, also what you want and why from a relationship. In this way you can create a sure and positive impression when you first meet others that they can respect. You may find that it is hard to connect with your emotions today. It could be that you are finding it difficult to find a bit of quiet time when you can really sit down with yourself and listen to your inner voice. There are distractions all around which are pulling you in many different directions. Keep in mind that these forces aren't necessarily acting in your best interest. The air is rather philosophic and comprehensive today, so you should try to bring your ideas on natural authority, sense of duty and responsibility out into the open. But to do this, you will definitely have to limit your aggression towards others. The hour of conciliation has come. If it hasn't, breakups with one or more people who are close to you will be in the air. Be diplomatic. Having the moon in a nostalgic and reflective but also intuitive and imaginative part of your chart during the sun's last full day in your home and family sector has seen the urgency drop back as your confidence increases. It is a friendly aspect between the sun and moon that puts them in harmony today while also making it easier to relax and harder to sweat the small stuff. This is making things close to home or just anything that is routine therapeutic, helping to ease body, mind, and soul. Ahead of the sun's return to your romantic sector tomorrow, Mercury is making the most of his last full day here on his own and in retrograde motion, a chance to focus exclusively on the past. With the Sun and Mercury due to spend the weekend aligned, this will bring the past, present, and future together as the solar spotlight shifts onto matters of the heart. Today there is a chance to first fully embrace a sense of romantic nostalgia. Our eyes in the sky. The moon moves into Gemini this afternoon, and will be feeling a bit rebellious before it switches signs. You might be tempted to shirk your responsibilities in favor of activities you feel more drawn to. If you want to spend the day working on a passion project rather than a less fun task, go for it, as long as you set aside time to take care of the important business later. It's a wonderful day to reconnect with your confidence, creativity, and body, so choose an activity that supports your mind, body, and soul. Once the moon switches signs, it puts us in a much more responsible mindset. You'll be drawn to organize your life a bit and finish up that work you blew off earlier. The mood will be both optimistic and pragmatic as you analyze the ways you can bolster your productivity. Use this energy to clean out your space, work out logistics you've been avoiding, file papers, plan for your future, and tie up any loose ends. This is also a great time to reassess or revise any passion projects. Don't hold back, get moving toward the things you want. The energy here is very creative, so get experimental with your hobbies and express your artistic side. As nighttime creeps in, the moon moves into Gemini, giving us some much-needed organizational energy. Use tonight to check your schedule and make to-do lists for the coming days. After midnight, the Taurus moon sextiles Neptune in Pisces, synthesizing Taurian sensuality with Piscean imagination. Because many of us will be asleep at this hour, we can expect our dreams to be vivid, wherein colors, tastes, and sounds will be as real to us as they would be in waking life. We may receive creative ideas or develop a greater comprehension of spiritual truths through our reveries. Around dawn, the moon trines Pluto in Capricorn. Waking from our slumber, we feel as though the veil between the material world and the liminal is thin. Allow your intuition to guide your choices this morning. Pay extra attention to messages relayed in conversations, as they can have profound meaning. The moon then enters a void period lasting until the early afternoon. Remember, you do not have to be for everyone at all times. The moon begins its void of course following this aspect, lasting until the late afternoon. Instead of airing grievances or blaming others for wounding our pride, we might determine where our gifts and talents will make the most impact. In the late afternoon, the moon enters Gemini, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our emotional terrain is governed by logic and precision. We feel our best when our routines are fleshed out. This way, we can manage tasks without succumbing to overwhelm. While this impulse to organize can help us streamline our daily lives and handle our business efficiently, life often proves unpredictable. If we are unable to rise to the occasion at a moment's notice, we should remind ourselves that we are doing the best we can under the circumstances. Discernment will get us everywhere, but overanalysis can devolve into tunnel vision.